Now, after China's devastating earthquake, rescue efforts are drawing to an end. At least 131 have died and nearly 1,000 people have been injured. The focus has now shifted to post-disaster management in the affected areas, including the treatment of injured and the resettlement of those displaced. Our next report brings you more.
It's a grim Wednesday in China's Gansu province. People are counting their loss, most of which is immeasurable. The 6.2 magnitude earthquake that struck just before midnight on Monday has upended the lives of thousands. In the epicenter, Jishishan County, brothers Ma Chengming and Ma Chengyun are mourning the loss of their house and family members.
We heard the sound of an earthquake, then the house started collapsing. We crawled out in fear.
I was trying to go back to get a quilt for my grandson, and I grabbed one end of the quilt and pulled the quilt out after the bricks being lifted.
Ma Chengyun's daughter-in-law couldn't make it alive. She's among the 113 who have been confirmed dead. Over 500 others are injured. Many of them are recovering in this hospital. The destruction to infrastructure is massive. At least 15,000 homes have collapsed in Gansu. 207,000 homes are wrecked. Eyewitnesses are sharing a glimpse of the aftermath. Han Zongmin and his wife are collecting whatever is left of their house.
Everything is gone overnight. Look at this. My house turned into this overnight.
It is from this makeshift shelter and with limited supplies that they will now have to rebuild their lives. Over 87,000 people will have to be resettled. Some of them are currently living in this mass relief camp in Gansu. The temperature outside is freezing. It's nearly minus 15 degrees Celsius, and not everybody is lucky to have a roof over their head. In Minhe County, 42-year-old Ma Xiuhua hasn't had anything to eat or drink in the last 2 days. This is all that remains of her house. She breaks down as she recalls the horror.
Immediately, the power went out. There was nothing in sight. I panicked. I called out for my son. Called my son's name. There was no response. And my daughter, she was buried under there. I had nothing on and ran towards there. I called out for my daughter. My daughter responded. I said, "Take mummy's hand, grab it and come out quickly." And my husband and I dug her out. My parents, who lived over there, also managed to escape. Our whole family is fine, but our houses are gone.
This part of China has become a ghost town. Emergency workers have searched the rubble for the missing people. The mudslide that followed the quake made their task all the more challenging. The rescue operation has now been completed, but for the victims of this quake, closure is nowhere near.
WION World is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news updates on the move.